Hello my creatives and welcome to another video. Today I want to do a small project, or at least I think it will be small, I don't know. And I want to create a specimen card tag, specimen slide tag, specimen card tag, window tag, however you want to call it, for this pocket here that we made in the altered book. So if you haven't seen this, I already posted the video of this, how I created this page, the first page in the altered book. And now I had an idea for the pocket. So what we will be doing is first of all measure how wide and how tall my pocket or my tag can be. If you don't want to put it in a specific pocket, then you don't have to measure, but I wanted to put it in a specific pocket. So I think I will take 3.5 inches wide, and then let's see if I put it 3.5 wide and 6.5 tall. So let's write that somewhere. 3.5 by 6. Then that was for this book. We didn't need to know more about it. We are going to create it from craft cardstock. So I have chosen a little bit thicker of a cardstock because I want to do something very cool with it, but I will share that later on with you. So, but I think I prefer to be a little bit sturdier. I haven't tried this before, so this will be a whole experiment, but I just had this idea. But we also need to make it in some kind of a booklet, because it, of course, will be see-through. So I needed to double it. So what we need is a piece that is 6 inches tall and 7 inches wide. So we can fold it in half and it will be 3.5 by 6. So let me grab my paper trimmer. I have my paper trimmer here. So we decided it needed to be 6 tall. Or was it 6.5? Now I need to check. 6.5. It was 6.5. And 7 wide. So I think this is a nice... This is just an A4 piece of cardstock. So I will cut 6.5 here. 6.5 by 7. By 7. Yes, now we have that. And then we are scoring it at 3.5. So because that is the middle. And then we already make the fold, so we know how big this is. And for some reason, I don't know why, I never seem to properly line this up, but I will fix that later on with the other small paper trimmer. We have our piece that is 6.5 by 3.5 or 6.5 by 7, and then fold it in half. We need it to be able to fold in half, or you at least need 2 pieces. But I thought for convenience it's nice that you can fold it in half. Now we need to add our tag shape, and I have this gift card that I created the template of. So I will line that up with the top and the bottom, and then I will snip my corner off. I will turn it around and do the same on the other side. And now we have a tag booklet. Fantastic. What we are going to do next is, I'm thinking, do I first want to cut the circle or do I want to do the stamping first? No, I'm going to do the circle first. I'm going to use my die set, but you don't have to. Just take a circle maybe from your water bottle. It's a little bit smaller than what I have, but it doesn't really matter. Trace around because you only need to cut out one circle. You can do that by hand if you want, but I want to cut it out with my die cutting machine, so it will cut here. Need to leave a little bit of space from the side. So I think I want to cut it here. Now it has to go through 2 layers, so I hope it will do so. I don't know if it will, but I will try. I also think I want to have it about here. And let's stick the tape on the inside. So I think I want to have it about here. Yeah. So I will run this through my die cutting machine. Hopefully it will do everything at once, but I'm not sure it will. So we will see. Oh yes, it did. Okay, that made me super excited. Yay! 2 in 1 go. Okay. I of course will keep this. I don't know if I ruin this piece with the masking tape, but I can use the back side again. So I will always keep these. Then now we have a beautiful hole, and that is for this beautiful butterfly that I already picked out. I want to have this butterfly here. That's why I picked this hole as big as this. But we also need a little bit of acetate, and of course it does look pretty plain now. So what I want to do is I want to have my new Ticket Booth stamp set and vintage photo and just stamp a background on the stack that is not very dominant, because I want to do something super cool later on. Which I of course will share with you what it will be, but I'm so looking forward to that part. So let's do some stamping. I also thought maybe I want to add the field notes, because maybe I want to add the field label, although I thought it was on top. But let's have a look how I think the field label would look great though. We need a piece of paper to stamp on. Let's pick this, because there is a hole and I want to off stamp. So field label, and there is also one that says Specimen. I think I also want to add this one, maybe here. And then let's see if there is something in this stamp set that we want to use and where I want it. I think that looks cool. And maybe this one over here. Then do we want to have this one in between? Like this. And this one here. And then maybe we need something here, so I will check in this. I did not use this butterfly one. Do I want to use it? I don't know. I don't know. This collect one. It does fit perfectly over there. The collects. Maybe I find this quite difficult, I have to say, to be honest. I think maybe I want to have this one here. and not this one. Maybe something else. Oh yeah, I think this will fit better here. And then we need something there and there. Okay, but first of all, let's do this part. So I want to stamp it with vintage photo, because I want it to be a little bit in the background. Which one do we stamp first? Let's start from the bottom. I also don't know how best do this, but this is we are going for it. So how are you? I am okay. It's the weekend now while I'm filming this. It is Saturday. Sorry if you see my head. It is Saturday, and I had a nice Saturday because I went thrifting. It was an unplanned thrift. I ordered books from Leonard de Vries on bol.com, but it didn't fit in my mailbox, so they brought it to the point to pick it up, and there is a thrift store nearby, so I went there. And I was amazed by how many things I can still find in a thrift store. I mean, how is it possible? I found some very nice treasures again. Of course, I will film the video. I will share that with you. But I haven't filmed it yet, so gonna do that, of course. Okay, let's see. I will pull this a little bit closer to me so I can see properly what I am doing. I think about here. I do really love this. Oh. Then maybe a good idea to do this big one. Super excited about these stamps. I also ordered a new mat. So I don't know when that will arrive, but hopefully soon. And then I can see if my problems with my camera will be fixed once there is a different mat. At least the glare will be fixed, so that's good. Now we have this one. Yeah, I'm super excited. I love this. Oh, I absolutely love this. Stamping the collect. Love the look. So we have a few spots to fill in. Let's add the collect. Yeah, that was crooked, but okay. And the specimen. Now we need to find a few more stamps to fit in. Yes. Oh, I love it. I really, really love it. And this is the top one. Yes. Okay. We need a stamp here, and one there. So let's see what Field Notes has for us. I don't know if the butterfly one, does that fit in there? Let's see, I have not used that one yet. So let's see. It's a little bit too big. Maybe I have to grab eccentric. I don't know. We will see. I don't want to have something round. No. Here. Identification check is a little bit too big. Let's see. Destination. That fits. And receipt number fits here. I think I want to stamp this here on the side. Or here. Yeah, and then I will find something for this, but I'm not quite sure yet. So I will stamp these. I found 2 stamps in eccentric that I want to stamp on that part. So I will pull everything a little bit towards me. I think I will be brave and just stamp them at once. I think I can manage. I think it will be fine. Otherwise, it is just a background. Yeah, perfect. A little bit crooked, but that's okay. Now, what I'm going to do is I am going to stamp this as well on the back, but you don't have to see me do that because I think you pretty much understand now what I'm doing. And then I will be back to show you another part of this project. I stamped the back in a different way than the front. So if you didn't like the front, you can also change it up now and, you know, do the back as the front. Whatever you want. And I did ink with ground espresso inside the circle and all around the tag on both sides. I thought you didn't need to see that because, well, it's quite boring. Next, what I want to do is I have some packaging here from double-sided tape, which is acetate, but it's a little bit more sturdy, and you need a little bit more sturdy acetate. So packaging would be ideal. Last times I used the flimsy sheet protectors or these sheet pockets, but these are, it's a little bit flimsy for what I want to do. I think it is nice that it has a little bit of a sturdiness to it, especially if you use thinner paper or cardstock. This is also not really cardstock. It's thicker, but I don't know how to explain it. It's just from a pad. It doesn't say how thick it is. But okay, we need this to be in the window, so I didn't know if I would have enough on one of these circles because, well, it's a circle. So let's, I think I'm just going to cut this to size off camera because I think this will make a lot of sound. I need 2 pieces, so I need 2 pieces of this. Now that is done. I like it, but I do think it needs a bit of grunge on the edges because it just looks too freshly cut, which it of course is. But I don't want to add that up front. Oh, Link is knocking on the door. Let's see if he will trash the craft room this time or not. He's been a good kitty last couple of times. Of wil je even laten zien aan de mensen? Wil je jezelf even laten zien aan de mensen? He's back in his box. Let's go. We want our butterfly in between these acetate pieces, and then want to have this stuck in between here. So what I think may be a good plan, but I'm not sure because I also never done this before, is that we first stick this first window in, and then for the back, and then this one has a little bit of damage, so I want to put this one on the back. And then the butterfly on top, and then the front window. But I'm not sure if that is a good idea. But we are going to try. And then we need to sandwich this. So let's see if this was a good idea. I don't know. First window is in. Then I can of course already add the second window because I can add that on this side. Sometimes I amaze myself about making stuff easier. So on that side, adding some glue. Add the acetate. So it is in on this side. Yes. Okay. Now, butterfly needs to be here. I do think it needs a little bit of help to stay where I want it to stay. But how to do that without interfering with anything? I don't know. Maybe it needs just a little dot of glue in the middle. Or do you think it would stay? I think it would, over time, there would be room and it would be able to move. So I don't want that. So I'm just going to try to, with a little dot of glue in the middle, if that is enough. Get hair everywhere. So I want to have it here. Let's hope when it dries that you don't really see it. Otherwise, don't do what I did. That is always the lesson here. Now, I think I like this. I think this will be okay. Let's close up the tags. Yes, we're going to close up the tags. I will grab some other glue and I will just put glue everywhere and close them. Of course, this is already super cool, but I want to add an extra thing. I want to add some hand sewing, and I'm going to do this in a very adventurous way. So you probably saw this second die laying on my desk all this time, and what I wanted to do was use this as a template to draw a circle on here, and then I wanted to use that to sew on. So I need a pencil, which I have here, and now I want to figure out, because of course it's very close to this side, so do I want to just add the sewing around here and then continue it on, or should I try to do it like this? Let's think, because I can sew it around here on the outside, or should I do the whole outside part and then start the circle here? What do you think? I actually would like to have it a little bit more to the top, so some parts will be very close to each other. But that is what it is, right? I'm going to draw this circle. Maybe I should have done this on the back, but you know. Also, you can do this not with your die, just something else that has the shape of a circle. So now we have our circle here. Do I like this? I do. Now, I think it would be smart if you would let it dry. I didn't. But let's go to the next step. The next step is punching holes through the circle and through the inner circle, or at least at the line or in the acetate line, whatever you want. So you can sew that on So I grabbed a piece of foam and now I'm going to try this out. I have not experimented with this, so I don't know. We are just going to do this together. I will first do the outside circle because I think that would be easier for me to do. And I will just poke some holes through all of these layers, and hopefully this will be fine. I don't know. So, wish me luck. Oh, the glue is already oozing here. I poked all the holes in the 2 circles. So I have this inner circle around the acetate and this outer circle we drew with the dye. Preferably you would have waited until the glue was dry because it started oozing here, but you know, I don't have the patience for that. I want to finish the project because I'm so excited. I also prepared some embroidery thread. I have 2 strands here. So I pulled it apart. I have 2 strands because I think that is wide enough. And now I am going to sew. I don't know how this will turn out. I am just going to start in the back. On the inside, I guess. Yes, and I will just go up and down. Maybe I should do, I don't know if this will work, 2 times in one hole. I'm just figuring this out as we go. And then in one of the outer holes. We will see if that will work out. So I go in through 1. Oh, maybe this is nice to cross it. Okay, and then we go again. I don't even know if you see what I'm doing, but go into that. Now we take the next. So we get some kind of a, I don't know if you can see it, some kind of a zigzag thingy going on. I don't know if this will work, but I already love the look. And that's what we're doing it for, right? So going in the inside hole and then back up because I want to have the zigzag part. Then we go back to the inside hole and we go back to that one. And the next inside hole. And now I do think sewing like this is very relaxing. Oh, it looks so neat also on the back side. I think I left here, right? To go in. I don't even know anymore. I do think this sewing is very relaxing. Now, I will not let you watch me sew all of this, of course. Don't worry about it. I will sew. If I run into any problems, you will hear from me. But I really, really love the look. And of course, we have to finish off the tag because we're not done yet. But this was the main feature why I needed the sturdiness. And I really, really love this. So I'm super excited about it. See you in a while, I guess. Anything Kyra here. So the last part of this video, unfortunately recorded without audio because I forgot to turn on my microphone. But I will show you what I did. I will tell you what I did and I will tell you about the end result. So I'm super sorry that we have to do it like this, but I also didn't want to throw it away because I'm actually so excited with the end result. I'm so happy. I absolutely love how this turned out. So this is the end result, and I did the sewing all around. It was amazing. I loved it. I had Tim Holtz playing over there, and I just I sometimes did 3 times into this hole depending on how the circle was going. But other than that, no rhyme or reason. Then I added some Tracy Fox labels, and I was constantly adding more, and then I thought, no, this is enough. I don't need to add any more. Then I was in doubt about the metal pieces. I wanted to have an eyelet, of course, and a topper to go in the book. And I added this big eyelet, and then I thought, well, what if I would add extra metal? And my philosophy is I will try it out. If I don't like it, I will never do it again. But I actually really love this look. I mean, it is, I adore it. I'm so excited about this tag. I absolutely love it. I had a lot of fun creating this. Then on the back side, it didn't do anything at all except stamping the date on when I made this tag. I like to date my stuff. And if you would like, you can journal here. So maybe I will do so in the future. Maybe I will not, I don't know. But you could still journal here. And the back also looks pretty cool with the thread. And the clear glue, it ended up just being a small dot. You can see it, but you can also not see it. So it's good, we're good. Yeah, so I am actually very excited about the end result. I love it. And now let's put it into my journal in the spot where it is supposed to go. So this is the journal page and it was supposed to go here and it fits in perfectly like it is meant to be there. So I do hope that you enjoyed this video, even if the end turned out not completely as I wanted to, but you know, I do hope that you got some inspiration, and thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you all next time. Bye!